What it is, it's your boy Dutch the Damon, and you now watching Damon Time with Dutch. On today's episode of Prison Stories Uncut, we back out Baltimore County in that detention center with it, man. Now, this situation took place like 5 years ago. They had me out there, trapped out there in that county. Now, I was only locked up for a bumper for real, but they put me in a maximum security wing because of my affiliation or whatever, so they throw me in the red jumper, send me on the TIG. When I get on the TIG, I see one of the brothers I know from in the system, right? So it ain't take me long to get in with the brothers. He straight introduced me to everybody since he already knew me. There was about 15 brothers on the TIG at that time too. Brothers looked out for me when I got over there, gave me a little kid package, hygiene products, some soups, canned foods, chips, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Good brother type shit. So they went on here and let me know which one of the phones on the wall was our phone. We end up having 2 phones, so they let me know, look, these are brother's phones right here, man. Use them whenever you want. So I'm like, oh, all right, yeah, that's what it is. So it was one good brother over there, right? For video purposes, we're going to call him Big Bam. No, it is not his real name. We're going to call him Big Bam for video purposes. But anyway, this brother was a big boy. I'm talking 6'3", 350 pounds. But he was tall, so he carried it kind of well, but he was a big boy, right? And this man loved to eat. And he was funny. I'm talking about had you in tears. All he do, stay on joke time. And you know, when I'm booked, that's the type of energy I like around me. Because I'm already on Damon Time. You need somebody around that make you laugh, you know what I mean? So me and him, we get to chopping it up. And we kind of find out we the brothers that been around the longest on the tier. Because a lot of those brothers, they was little brothers. Maybe been functioning 3-4 years. But me and him, we was the only ones 15 years plus as good brothers. You know what I'm saying? He knew a lot of the good brothers that I knew. And the only way to know some of these brothers when you not that old, when you in your 30s, the only way you could have met some of these brothers is if you was back up off in that concrete jungle. So a lot of times you can tell where a person has been based upon who he know. Because some of the good brothers ain't been on the street 30 years. But anyway, now he was a good brother that been around for a while, true indeed, but he was not the wisest. Did not know all this shit like he was supposed to. And when I came on the tier, I had noticed that he was spreading a lot of misinformation. And it probably was due to his lack of knowledge. I don't think it was intentional. You see what I'm saying? I think that was what he was fed. And he just regurgitated it back to the smaller brothers. But it was inaccurate. So I had to clean that up. And once he started picking my brain and seeing, oh, Slim really sharp, he pulled me in the cell. Like, boy, let me holler at you one day, right? Get to asking me all these questions about things, about, you know what I mean, destroying and rebuilding, just the knowledge. You know what I mean? Just the knowledge. I'm giving him game. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't think nothing of it. So, bro stayed in the cell like 2 days, right? I ain't know, but the whole time he was putting himself in the think tank. He was in that chamber studying, locking it in, right? Then when bro popped back out, when he finally come out the cell, this man called a meeting, pull all the brothers up under the steps and get to spitting everything that I just told him to them. But the whole time he making it like it's coming straight from him, like he didn't mention me, right? I mean, like he didn't say, yeah, I mean, you know, bro just schooled me, so I'm gonna school y'all. The man just really made it like this was his knowledge. I'm looking at the man like, wait a minute. I'm thinking to myself, like, this man ain't know none of this shit. I just taught this man all this shit. But I figured it out later. That was his way of making the little brothers feel like he was on my level because they all looked up to me over him, and he didn't like that shit, kind of find out. Because as soon as I came on here, I just went straight over top of him because he was like telling them little shit here and there. But as soon as I came over, that shit ended, you feel me? Because you always got to remember, strong rule over the weak, but the wise rule over both. All my little brothers respect my mind, period. But anyway, I've had brothers do that to me before, so I just let that slide. I ain't think nothing of it because I don't obtain knowledge to keep it to myself. I'm going to pass it on to the brother. So if he want to use it and act like he this, that, and the third, so be it, bro. Go ahead, bro. But like I say, the brother, other than that, the brother was a real funny nigga. I'm talking about, yo, the stories he told me, right? So one day, long story short, we was in the day room playing chess. The man would beat the pants off of me in chess. I'm talking about the man was a monster on that chessboard, right? I'm not. I just like to play. Sharpen my sword with the brothers. You know what I'm saying? So we talking. We having a good old laugh. This man got me dying laugh. We eating Doritos, playing chess. Cause we had the big bag, we sharing the bag. You know what I mean, bro. But while we playing chess, the news on and shit, the news just came on. You know, when Town 13 come on, they get quiet. The whole team get quiet. You know what I mean? We want to know what's going on in them trenches. Now, I remember the brother telling me he was a P uptown. You know what I'm saying? Had all the ladies and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right. I ain't see it, though. Mine was a big boy. Some big boys got laid, but I didn't see it with him. But the man said he had all the ladies. Meanwhile, the whole time, we over the jail, I didn't see him get one visit or one money order. All of his food, besides the state food that's given to you, came from the good brothers. Every time we went to the store, we took a little bit out of our bag to make sure the brother was straight, because that's just what we do. We will not see you go without eating. We ain't supposed to anyway. So yeah, we playing chess, having a good old rap, right? Now, mind you, the brother had went to court. Came back from court last night. He went to court the morning before, right? Came back from court last night. But when he came back from court, he wasn't really trying to talk about, you know what I'm saying, what happened when he went to court. But I knew he was going to go get some time. You see what I'm saying? But I don't be in brothers, you know what I mean, business like that. If you want to talk about it, we talk about it. If not, that's your business. You feel me? But I know he had went to court the day before and came back the next night, because they hold you downstairs and they hold you and bring you up nighttime. He probably came back in the day, but they won't bring you upstairs to your tent till nighttime. That's how they do. They had you down there in that tank till shift change. The next shift bring you upstairs when you get back from court. But anyway, yeah, I was noticing how he didn't want to talk about it when he came back from court. I'm like, all right, I ain't gonna press bro out about it. So while we playing chess, man, we got the news turned up loud. Everybody quiet. It come across the news. Breaking news. A big picture of bro just flashed across the news. I'm sitting at the table with this man playing chess. Picture of this man flash across the news, right? They like, breaking news, defendant such and such took a plea agreement to 25 years. He hears his name. He spin around, look at the TV. He see his face on the news, right? So I'm looking at him like, what the fuck, boy, they got you on TV? He like, man, that's crazy, yo. He hop up. He like, man, let me call my peoples real fast. He hop up and walk over by the phones. But instead of stopping at the phones, he keep going to the door and hit the buzzer. When the CO, like, yeah, what's going on? What's up? What you need? He like, man, I need to talk to you. On the microphone, like, I need to talk to you. They open the sliding doors from the control center. Bro, walk out the door. They close the door behind him. I sat at the table and peep all this shit. When he goes out the door, the news get to breaking down his charges. Whole time, this man done copped out to 25 years for imping, put a P in front of imp, some underage little girl, you feel me? Now when we hear this, the whole day room just jump up like, what? But when I turn and look over at the door where bro just went out at, he's standing on the other side of the door looking in through a thick ass glass, shaking his head like, big 300-pound, 6'3" cow, man. That shit fucked me up, man. He's standing there like this. We can't even get to him. He behind the thick ass glass. The officers come out. I guess he tell them, we watching them talk to the police, but he behind the glass. We can't see him. I guess he tell them, like, man, they just showed me on the news. I don't feel comfortable or whatever like that. They sent him up out of there, man. He ain't even pack his own shit up. He ain't even come back on the tier, pack his own shit up. The officers came in and packed that man shit up, man. Last I heard, he was in the system, a whole Muslim,